Hello YouTube, it is Champion DJK coming at you again with another video, and today we're just going to look at some mainline Matchbox. And you know what? I love mainline Matchbox cars. They're just good. They just do a great job. More realistic vehicles, not as stylized as Hot Wheels, stuff like that. And I got a pile of them here that I just have yet to open, and we're going to open them and look at them together. I guess we're going to start with this one. This is a 2019 Audi TT RS Coupe, and it's silver. I am terrible at identifying when Matchbox came out, but I think this is a case from this current year, 2025. Card art looks great, rendering of the car looks good, and all their packaging, I think, is international, so multiple language, so multiple country, so rest of world, whatever. All right, let's go ahead and open up this car and check it out. One thing we can look at is the date on the bottom, which is the copyright date. That is going to tell us at least when the casting, likely around when the casting was developed. And that gives us kind of some clues as to how, new or old the casting is itself. Not the release, but the casting. So let's take a look at this car. Looking actually quite nice. One of the things that Matchbox does a fantastic job of is graphically representing headlights. Yeah, it's a little abstract, but I mean, they do a great job. Like at a distance, that looks kind of like a real headlight. It's just a tampo print, but it looks, I think, really good. So copyright date on this casting is 2020. So you can bet that probably the first release of it was either 2020 or 2021. And I think this thing looks really nice in silver. Really nice in silver. Red interior, and again, these are the same price as mainline Hot Wheels, and I just think a lot of the time they just look a little bit better. I mean, a lot of the times, and that's just my preference because I like a more realistic car or something that's a little bit more real looking, and I think Matchbox in general, and intentionally as well, looks a little bit more realistic. And obviously Hot Wheels, it intends to be Hot Wheels. It's got that style of Hot Wheels. It's got its thing. So Matchbox is really more, let's make a kind of a real looking vehicle. All right, and I love that. That's my thing. All right, so this Audi is awesome. We're gonna put that over here. Anything on the left we really like, I think, and we'll put the stuff that's just okay on the right. Let's do 2023 BMW M2. I think this is a fairly new one as well. It does say new for 2025, so we know immediately, right, that, hey, this is brand new for this year. So it's a new casting, a new tooling. Let's check it out. And I will say that for Matchbox and Hot Wheels, most of the newer toolings are usually closer to 1/64 scale, at least for the, normal, like, cars. I'm not saying trucks are, but normal cars. So you see copyright date 2024 on there, and typically that copyright date is going to be the year before its initial release, just by the timeline of how long it takes to get something from a copyright to an actual store shelf. Looking good. Looking pretty good. Yeah, looking all right. Kind of wish there was a little bit more detail in the grille. This thing did not have just straight blacked out grill, did it? Or could you see the slats in it? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not super familiar with the car, so I can't tell you otherwise, but I feel like there is something a little bit missing there. But again, the graphical representation of the headlights, it looks pretty cool. I like it. It's not bad. I don't think this one is good looking as the Audi, but it's still a nice, sharp, basic car. And I think it's pretty nice. We're going to put it over there. We got a lot to go through, so we should probably speed up a little bit, considering we're 4 minutes in already in two cars. All right, 2017 Toyota Land Cruiser 78. This is also new for 2025. Brand new casting. Let's get her open. Card art looks fantastic on this one. Looks a little extra special. Digging that. And then here is our truck. Pretty decent. Toyota. It's got a hitch. Obviously, we know it's new. And copyright date 2024. It's pretty neat. I don't know. It's not really my bag, but it's not a bad truck. I don't know. Everything's going to end up over here. I think, why did I buy them? Because I like them. All right. 2025 Ram 1500 REV. And you know what we got? We got another 2025. Brand new casting for 2025. So let's go ahead and open that one. And these shouldn't be, like this pile of cars behind you shouldn't really be in any real particular order. I just scrubbed them for doubles before this video, and I did have a few that I had picked up twice because I had forgot that I had already got them. Yeah, everybody's got these cool LED light things going, especially if it's an EV, and this is an EV, right? Ram Rev. Copyright date 2025, so real fresh. It looks okay. The thing I don't like about the trucks, and the Toyota, you know, might be closer to scale just because that Toyota's probably smaller in real life than this Ram, but their trucks are really small and not 1/64 scale, and that's because all Matchbox is kind of similar size, so they're not going to have full 1/64 scale trucks, and that to me kind of makes me not really enjoy them as much just because they look so small. So we'll set that one over there. This one, although this one looks pretty good, this is a 1968 Chevy C10. Car art looks good. And I think this is released this year. I'm pretty sure it is. But the casting's been around, I think, since last year. Yeah, so copyright date 2023, maybe the year before. I think it was blue, the first release of this. And it's pretty decent. That front end looks pretty good. The back end looks pretty good. And again, you know, it's a mainline car, so it's a cheap vehicle or inexpensive item. So you're only going to get typically graphics on like 2 sides. If it has something on the side, you might get it on 3, but usually 2. And that's why I just really like with these plain ones where they're just, you get headlights, you get the grille, you get the tail. You don't need anything really on the side, right? It's not necessary. Just nice and clean. Looks really good. This truck, I don't know, we're putting it over here. All right, next one is a 2022 Infiniti QX80. Open up that one. And I notice a lot of the Matchbox stuff is really having this extra little piece of plastic in here. And I think in general, they do that when there is side mirrors because otherwise the side mirrors kind of poke into the cardboard, they rub on it, and eventually it rubs paint off of it. Anytime you have paint on like a hard edge, that's where it's going to chip typically, if it's going to. So they protect it with that extra piece of little plastic right there, and that's a nice thing. Copyright date 2023 on this model, so we're going to say last year, I think, is when it initially came out. And, you know, the vehicle itself is kind of blah looking. And all of these little SUVs like this are pretty blah looking. It's just the way it is. There's not really much there to get excited about. Great vehicles, you know, good vehicles, probably, you know, expensive vehicles with some of them. And they're nice, but they're nothing to really look at. Big old Infiniti grille. And the Infiniti grills are kind of obnoxious. Grills are getting really obnoxious, like those, the Lexus ones. I mean, like the BMW ones, the newer ones, just like they're getting bigger and bigger and more obnoxious. All right, and I put it over there by the Ram. All right, Citroen EC4. EC4. I'm guessing it's an electric car. Usually when I see E in the name, I'm like, is it an EV? I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Let's go ahead and open it. I'm not really familiar with this vehicle. It does look pretty basic. It's got kind of Kia Hyundai vibes to it, which is nothing wrong with those. I actually own a Hyundai now. So, yeah, Citroen EC4. And just because I put it over here, that's really now it's going to really be about whether or not I like the car. Because the execution of Matchbox is good. I mean, generally really good. And I mean, this crazy plastic top or whatever, the car doesn't look bad though. It doesn't. And again, the graphics, the way they represent those headlights and taillights, it just is good. This is now meaningless. Although I will say still, I'm running favorites here. This is my favorite so far, I think, is still that Audi. And it may be way out of scale. It looks a little fat, but I think it's, I don't know, it's looking good. All right, next is the 2023 Dodge Charger Pursuit. Great card art, really cool. Got a rolling shot there with the lights on. And, you know, it's just a generic emergency vehicle. It is new for 2025, though. So the tooling is new. And I mean, yeah, it looks good. But what we're going to sacrifice here, because we got this graphics on the side, and, well, we got the push bar in front, so it really doesn't matter that much. But the back, right? We got the back that's just a blob. Nothing there. No detail. And that's unfortunate because although it's a police car, you want to have graphics on the side, of course. The red windows are a little goofy too, but I mean, it's not a bad looking model, but you know, that and that. Not a huge fan. All right, moving on. Next is the 1990 Volkswagen Golf Country. This casting's been out for a little bit, I think. I recall seeing it, other versions of it. This one has a sharp side mirror on it. Did not get the plastic in there, so maybe my theory is not correct, but I don't know. Copyright date 2016. So yeah, this model's been around for a little bit. Might be the oldest model so far that we've pulled out. And yeah, it's sweet though. I like it. Again, since we have the side graphics, you know, we're not going to get taillights. We get the corners of the taillights because that's not part of the side, but nothing on the actual back of the car. In this case, it doesn't matter quite as much because there's, you know, the view of the back and the front is obstructed. We got a push bar up here and we got the spare tire in the back. So not as super necessary, but I do like this one. I think this one's cool. You know, what do you think? I think it's cool. I think it's neat. So we'll put it over there. Even though I said this was meaningless, whatever. All right, 2012 BMW 3 Series Touring. This is a cool vehicle. I think this casting has been, I want to say it's been around for a bit. Yeah, 2021 is the copyright date. And this is what I'm talking about. It's a really nice, basic, no graphics on the side, right? Look at, we got some really nice detail up front. And that is really good detail. I mean, you look at that from far away. It's good. It's good. Like, can you argue with that? I don't think you really can. I mean, you can, but I ain't listening. All right. The graphical representation of the taillights is actually really good, too. It actually gives you the illusion of it having a little bit of depth. And that's pretty awesome. It's got a plate on the back, little BMW logo. It's a beautiful color, metallic blue, and tan interior. Pretty cool. I really like that one. That one's better than this one. It's prettier, in my opinion. All right, next is, excuse me, oh, the Nissan Infiniti again. So this would be the first release of it, 2024. We already had it here. This is the 2025 version, and here's the 2024 version of the 2022 Nissan QX80. It's got that plastic bit. Does it look better in kind of that grayish, silverish, silver gray? Nah. I'm going to go with yes. It does. Tan interior. gray. We've already kind of looked at this in detail, but what do you think? Which one would you rather? I mean, in real life, I'd definitely rather have this one, even though I'm really sick of cars that are that color, but over that kind of maroonish red, I think that's the one to go with. All right, next is the 2019 Subaru Forester. Open that one up. Always just take a quick look at the front and a quick look at the back, and it looks good, and then a quick look underneath. And 2020 is our copyright date, so it's been around for a little bit. I don't like this. I don't like the way this SUV looks. It just, I don't know, the shape of it, I think it's ugly. Like in real life. And the Subaru Ascent too. Like, there's something about the proportions of those SUVs that I really don't like. And a lot of them, I don't know, it's kind of somewhat unique maybe in the wrong way. And it's okay, enough said. I'm just going to set it over there. If you like it, good for you. Good representation of it, I would guess. But yeah, I'm not into it. Sorry if you own one. I'm not trying to rip on your vehicle. It's just I don't like the way they look. 2019 Volkswagen Beetle convertible in pink. Pretty in pink. It's a pink little Beetle. I mean, you could hate it, but how could you? It's just a pink little Beetle. There's the front. And there's the back. Pinky VW. It's cool. I think it's cool. All right. There's your interior. The only thing about a convertible is when you get these $1 cars is you really can see how not detailed the interior is. You got a little disc for a steering wheel, that stuff. And it's kind of got to be that way because I think there's limitations to how they can produce these, and there's also limitations to have them get their like age rating, I think, keep it low. So like the steering wheel is not a danger. It doesn't have a high risk of breaking off and becoming a choking hazard or something like that. I'm sure there's something like that. I'm hypothesizing a little bit, but we'll call it an educated guess as to why the interiors are the way they are. But you know, side profile of this car, I think it looks nice. It's not bad. Did we look at a copyright date on this one? 2019. So that gives you an idea of how old the casting is and how it's been around, how long it's been around. Next is the 1985 Porsche 911 Rally in this beautiful, like seafoam greenish color, kind of ish. I'm not great at naming colors. 2018. Yeah, it's been around for a bit. Cool headlights. They're all like caged. And then you get the detail on the top. So on this one, we're going to get detail there, and we're going to get detail there. The rest of the vehicle is plain Jane, and that's okay. I think it looks good plain Jane. Kind of a cool one. I don't know. These kind of like pastelish colors look neat together. So I like it. I like the casting. It's an off-road Porsche. I think it's cool, and we're just going to put it back there. Next is the 2021 Lexus LC500, and this is new for 2025. Let's check it out. It's a cool car. These do look a little weird and swoopy, and I don't know how to explain it. And that grille in the front, the kind of like smashed hourglass or squished hourglass kind of look, it's not terrible, I guess. I think they did a good job at least representing it here. The headlights are kind of a mess. I think something went wrong with this tampo on this side. This one looks good. Looks how it's supposed to look, and that one looks like it had a little bit of a problem. And we got a convertible again, so you got that disc steering wheel and that kind of lack of detail there, and that's to be expected. The back of the vehicle looks okay. I'm not going to complain about it. It's not bad. All right. Porsche 911 Targa. Silhouette-wise, this casting looks cool. It's not brand new, but it's pretty new. I think last year. So 2023 copyright date. I think it came out in blue, dark blue last year. And silhouette-wise, it looks really nice. The only thing I don't like is just this complete glass canopy-looking thing. Because I believe the Targa top would be black, maybe. It's definitely not going to be frosted or whatever. And I get it. It's a cost-saving measure for them to be able to make this car. The detail, though, that you get in the rear of the car, I mean, that looks really good. And the headlights and stuff look pretty decent up front, too. What the real selling point on this one, though, is all that detail back there. I think that looks quite fantastic, and the silhouette of the car looks really good. So overall, it's nice. I like it. Moving on. The Opel Astra. Yeah, it's an Opel. Let's open that up. Let's open that up. It's a nice color. I'll tell you that much. Copyright date 2023. Yeah, it debuted last year. I don't know what color it was. I want to say it was green. Maybe it was white. I can't remember. But this blue color is very nice looking. It's a nice looking little hatchback. I don't mind it. The detail again in the taillights, the tail of the car. We're a little off center on the Opel logo. We missed the mark there. You can see it in the the tail light as well. Little off on the printing there. That's too bad. But other than that, I mean, this is a very nice colored car. I like this actually, and I don't know anything about the actual real car, but I think this looks, I don't know, pretty nice. I mean, it's a basic hatchback, right? But I think it looks pretty nice. All right, 2021 Morgan three-wheeler, and this is also brand new for 2025. How cool is a Morgan three-wheeler? Can you imagine driving that thing? You know, and this is another case, though, where metal base. Matchbox is kind of punching above their weight class, you know. This has the illusion of having a lot of detail, just because, well, and the metal base is cool, metal body, metal base, and you got the engine up front here with the exhaust running along the side. Our interior, the seats popping up through that, which are part of that same interior piece. Little details on the back there that are cool. You don't get like headlight detail, but you get the grille detail behind here. And I think overall, I'm going to say execution on this. It's got a little tiny wheel in back. Pretty good. It looks pretty detailed for a $1 little Matchbox. I think this looks pretty detailed, and I think it's awesome. So I'm digging that one. You know, I know it's not a vehicle that's going to excite a ton of people, but who cares? I mean, it's really good. I want to pull this out right away because I've been waiting to get this one open. 2004 Maserati MC12. This casting is something that I was very excited about. Now, it's new for 2025. BBR, which I believe are manufactured by Mini GT, in their 1/64 scale line, put out this car, I think, last year in a very detailed version, and it's nice that we get a nice 1/64 scale-ish version in a Matchbox. We've had one in Hot Wheels before in the past, and it's okay. It's not bad. It's an older casting. I don't have it handy here to show you, but I do have it. I have it basically in this exact color, white and blue. I don't have it here, but the proportions and the overall execution of the model, this is really good. I think it is. And again, you get details in the back, like where you need them. And then details in the front. Again, like where you would want them and need them. To be honest with you, when I see this on the pegs, if I see any more of these, I'm probably going to grab them. I'm probably going to grab a few. And that's just because I really do like it. It's going to be hard for this one not to be my favorite today, just because I was excited about its release, and I am excited to finally get it in hand. And it does not disappoint. It feels nice. I think it looks nice. I think proportionately they got it pretty good. And for, you know, it's a $1 model. Let's keep in mind that, you know. Wheel choice, I don't know. Could they have chosen something different? Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of what would have looked better, but it's not bad. Again, I think they're really punching above here, man. I really do. I like that. All right, 2021 Ford Bronco. Here's a truck I'm not going to get terribly excited about. It's green. The color's nice. Green and gold. That's cool. And we've got, I mean, good detail up front. Decent detail in the back. This casting came out a little bit ago, 2020, copyright date. Not bad. It's not bad. Color's nice. The color is nice. We're going to put that there. All right. Porsche Cayenne Turbo Turbski in a kind of cool color, purple. You don't get too many purple cars in Matchbox, but we get a purple Porsche. Purple Porsche. Purple Porsche. You know, I almost wish they would have done that. The card art has a blacked out rim and a blacked out wheel. This one does not, but it's the same wheel in the card art. I wonder why they ended up doing silver. Would it ever look better with a blacked out one? I don't know. Maybe not, actually. Very thick metal flake paint. I don't know. This is sweet. I like it. It's a deep purple. I think it's cool. Been around for a bit. 2021. I don't know. I think it's cool. All right. Next is the Mercedes AMG SL63, and this one's in a kind of a crazy color. It's this weird, I don't know how to explain, like sunset color, we'll call it. It's like an orange, yellow, metal flake, almost iridescent kind of look to it. Wheels look cool. The casting's good. You got detail up front there, which, you know, again, we're talking about it almost on every car now. And that's why Matchbox just doesn't disappoint very often for me. 2022 copyright date. I think it's come out in a couple colors already, like silver for sure. I'm not sure what else. Definitely an odd color. And I don't know if there's a factory color from Mercedes that looks anything like this. But I don't think that if I were in the market for one, would buy one in this color. But it is kind of interesting. So, and I like the casting. Another convertible. Get a little bit more detail in the steering wheel. It's not just a flat disc in this one, which is nice. These are all good. I mean, they really are. They're all good. Here's an older casting, but great graphics on the side for this one, so I had to get it. The Volkswagen Beetle 4x4. This casting's been around for a really long time. Well, 2000 was its original, and then it looks like it got copyrighted again in 2012, so something probably changed and had to get approved again by the licensor, and that's how you end up with like 2 copyright dates on a base. So it's probably some minor change in the tooling. I mean, it's fun. This is a fun Matchbox. This is not a serious Matchbox. This is a fun Matchbox. Yellow windows, sunset looking side there. And, you know, you don't get any detail on the front or back because of the graphics on the side. And again, it's a fun one. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. All right, Karma. Revero. To me, these things are kind of wild looking and a little funny looking, and just because of how proportionally weird they are. Let's go ahead and open up this. It's ugly. Is it not ugly? The color is kind of an icy blue, which might look cool on some cars. I don't know, but this car, this is just ugly. I mean, it is. This actually might be my least favorite model today, is this thing. It's so shaped not great. And I'm not saying Matchbox did a bad job of it. They might have done a great job casting this this car or developing this tooling. It's just, oh boy. The only saving grace for this one is it's got the headlights are part, I believe, of the window piece, so it does have in effect a lensed or jeweled headlamp, which is cool, I guess. This though, it's just nasty. I don't like it. Tesla Model S. Again, kind of another boring car, but Matchbox does boring cars very well. And again, decent job of this one. This has been around for a bit. 2022 is the tooling date. Interesting. The paint is kind of thin on this model. You can see, you probably not maybe be able to see it on camera. You can almost see the Zamac underneath. It's kind of interesting, this metal flake blue. But again, you know, the level of detail they put into the front ends and rear ends of these basic models is very nice. So there's that one. We got some other models left here. So a couple of oddballs. This is from a Matchbox Chevy set. I don't know what the name of it was, but it was all Chevys. And I just had this laying around. So a 69 Camaro SS 396 convertible. This tooling's been around for some time. This might take the cake. I think this tooling's been around for some time. It is, yeah, 1996. That might be, is that our oldest tooling so far? I think it is, because, yeah, this was 2016. And this one was 2000. But this one is 1996. Hard to believe, 30 years ago, almost. Right? Is my math correct? 20, yeah, 20, 22. Yeah, I think so. That's wild. No detail on the rear, no detail on the back. We just got sides. Old tooling, like the wheel type that they use, though, for these. And yeah, I would say it still kind of holds up today, even though it's that old of a tooling. I don't hate it. So here's one that a lot of people liked. I got it on a short card. It's new for 2024, but I never found it in 2024. We got a Supra. You know, and they did do a nice job on this casting. We got headlights. We got the Toyota logo. Good detailed rear there. Pretty cool. Not bad. Not bad at all. I like it. And we got two left. Oh, Volkswagen ID4. Another kind of lame SUV. But we got good details. Color's nice. The color's nice. They actually put that silver up there on the thing there, which is pretty cool. Nice model. Nice model. And then lastly, we got the Morgan Plus 4, and this one's in blue. I think this came out last year in a different color, I want to say. Yeah, I think so. Copyright date's 2023. I want to say it was Probably like a British racing green kind of color. But yeah, look at the detail in the front. It's great. It's fantastic. It's awesome. Detail in the back. Pretty darn good too. Interior. What is there to complain about? Nada. I dig it. I think it's awesome. All right. Anyway, that's going to be it. This is a long video, and I hope you enjoyed it. But Matchbox rules. I think Matchbox is just awesome. I get more excited a lot of times over Matchbox stuff than like Hot Wheels stuff, mainline stuff. Although, you know, Hot Wheels kicking Ferraris this year, so that's pretty awesome too. And they do a good job. A lot of the new toolings for Hot Wheels are awesome. It's the same team, really. It's Mattel, right? So, but the orange brand, I mean, they're just dropping fire though too. And they do like the basic boring cars, and I get it. They might be kind of boring, but it's cool to have those represented as well. So I dig the brand quite a bit. All right, thank you guys very much for watching this long video. You guys have a great day.